Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 4. Today I'm going to be showing how to make the Nether Cake in order to go to the Nether. In Sky Factory 4, the Nether portal has been disabled, so the old traditional method of making an obsidian Nether portal and just walking through no longer exists. Instead, you transfer between the Nether and other realms through the different cakes. And in this one, we're specifically going to be doing the Nether Cake. So, two-part process. The first one is, of course, you're going to need a regular cake. And the easiest route I have for making a cake is 3 buckets of milk, 2 pieces of sugar, 1 egg, and 3 pieces of wheat. And a crafting table in that configuration will give you a regular cake. Next is the Nether Cake itself, and that is just the cake in the center you made previously, surrounded by obsidian blocks. Obsidian blocks, of course, you're going to make through the different cauldrons. Sugar you can get through sugar cane, eggs from a chicken, milk from cows, wheat from growing. So most of the stuff not too hard to make. The animal seeds you can get from the market in order to get the milk from the cow and the eggs from the chicken, and so on and so forth. So now how to use the cake itself. So all the cakes work pretty much the same. You just place the cake on the ground. As you see, we have a cake. This is the Nether Cake. All right. And then all you have to do is eat the cake by right-clicking on it. Now, as you can see, I then go into a loading screen, much like it used to be when you would walk through a Nether portal. You're being transported to the Nether. Now, I've not been to the Nether yet in this world, so it's going to take a moment for it to load. We'll skip to that. Whoop. Alrighty. And in this situation, I have spawned in a hole. Now, in other worlds I've spawned over lava. If you spawn up in the air, you'll spawn basically on a obsidian terrace or little squad. But in this situation, I appeared right here in a hole in the middle of some netherrack. So, whenever you transport to the Nether, unlike previous Sky Factories, the Nether is built. It's not just an open void that you have to build through. So you can already has all the stuff. There'll be fortresses in here and such already. And in this situation, of course, I would have to dig my way out. But an important thing to remember is in my inventory, you can see down here on the left something called an Overworld Cake. Now, the Overworld Cake automatically spawns in your inventory when you go to the Nether. And setting that down and then eating that cake will take you back to the original world. So I'll take you back to your overworld. So just for speed processes here, we're going to come on out. As you can see, I'm going to fly up a little bit. I'm in creative, so it's a little bit easier for me now. But as you can see, the Nether has already spawned. So there's blazes there. We've got some stuff going on. You can work your way around and find yourself multiple different Nether keeps and such, and farm quartz and different materials that you'll need here. So I do like that. I like that in this one, the Nether's already spawned, so it's not something that you have to build from scratch, if you will. So that's a nice little perk. So yeah, so all you would need to do in this situation, again, to get back home, and we'll just break a spot here and drop it because I've got a spare one, is again, your Nether Cake. You're just going to right-click on that to eat it as normal, and that teleports you right back to where you started, to your original spawn point, or to where your bed is if you've set a bed. And like as you can see, I have my Nether Cake here, so you can just eat the cakes back and forth to go back and forth to the Nether, just like walking through the portal. So very easy process. Like it takes a little bit to get your first one, but once you've got that down, you're good to go. Now there are other types of cakes that'll take you to other different dimensions. So you see, do a search here. There's the Nether Cake. The End Cake takes you to the end. You can craft Overworld Cakes should you need one. Twilight Forest Cake, Lost Cities Cake, Hunting Dimensions Cake, and then just some delicious cakes to eat. But each one will cause an Overworld Cake to spawn in your inventory when you go to the new zone, if you will. It is very important that you do not place the Overworld Cake back in the overworld first. I've heard a lot of people doing that. You want to place it in the nether so you've got a way to get back home. And you'll do the same thing in each zone that you go to. So setting off a little area and marking off which cakes are which is a great way of having a little dedicated space in your Sky Factory world to go to the different worlds and zones that are available. Alright, so that's all that's involved with making a nether cake and teleporting to it. I'll do a tutorial a little bit later on showing how to make the other cakes and to get to the other zones that come with them. But if you have any questions about this tutorial, feel free to put them down in the comments. If you liked the video and found it helpful, please be sure to click like, and most importantly, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get all of my tutorials and contents as they release. Alright, with that said, thank you very much for joining me today. Have a great day.